Alrighty guys, what's up everybody? Hope y'all are doing good. Happy Saturday to everybody. Good morning. So yeah, this is kind of an unexpected live stream, but we got some new information here on the Tropics for you guys regarding Hilary that will be making landfall across portions here of California. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a live stream here for tonight just to kind of give y'all a little bit of new updates that we got going on here. Before we dive on into it, let's go ahead and see who we have for today. We have, for the love of God, we have Marvin, we have Carson, we have Ryan, Aiden, Mark, Jordan, Mike, Jake, let's see here, Jill, Pat, SD Gaming. What's up, everybody? Like I said, glad to have y'all here for right now. So whenever it comes to the overall view, we got a new cone, a new overall, a new overall forecast here. We got ourselves new warnings. They actually changed from watches to now warnings. I was actually expecting this to happen tomorrow afternoon, but no, they went straight to the warnings here tonight. So we're gonna have to talk about that here as well. We'll go over the models for wind, waves, we'll go over everything here, y'all. Go over the expected rains, all that stuff. So, but anyways, but what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's see, we have Tiffany, we have Chris. Let's see here, Mike, Marvin. What's up, everybody? Once again, hope y'all are having a great night so far. Like I said, I know it's a little bit of a late live stream, but we just gotta kind of keep y'all informed here. I want to keep you guys updated on the Tropics overall, because like I said, it's definitely a pretty nasty event that's going to be set here. But anyways, let's see here. Oh my gosh, Proxy with 10 memberships. Holy cow. Proxy, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. That's super, super sweet of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Proxy. From the bottom of my heart, greatly, greatly appreciated. Super sweet of you. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop over here to the cone, y'all. Like I said, we did get some new warnings that did get issued. Actually, I'm going to bring this over to you, believe it or not. Also got a super chat from Hunter Play saying, howdy, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Really appreciate it. And hope you're doing good. But yeah, so we got some new, we did have tropical storm watches in effect. We did have tropical storm watches in effect for Southern California. Those are now tropical storm warnings. Yeah, those are definitely now tropical storm warnings. So basically across the blue little areas here, these blue markers here, these are all tropical storm warnings. So you can see they extend all the way down into portions of Southern California here. And if I actually bring back the overall view, we're going to get rid of this cone for a minute. Let's see here. Oh, that's not it. Let's see, let's get rid of the cone for 1 minute. We're going to also get rid of that precipitation overlay too. Just so we can kind of expose the warnings now. So there you go. So that is the warnings, guys. That is the tropical storm warnings. The watches have been replaced by warnings here. So this obviously includes, Los Angeles. This includes San Diego inside of this here as well. Let's see, J. Laura. What's up, J. Laura? Hope you're doing good. Member for 5 months, Cat 1 Club. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Jay. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, like I said, obviously this is, now including, once again, San Diego and Los Angeles here. The warnings actually get close to Southern Nevada. They do actually get close to Southern Nevada, but they're not quite for Nevada. It's just isolated across portions here of California. But yeah, we got tropical storm warnings now, meaning that tropical storm conditions is expected now. Meaning that, rather than watching, look at all these overlays here. So many watches and warnings here. But like I said, a tropical storm warning means that these conditions are expected. Watches means they're possible. It went from being possible to now it's Hurricane Center has said it's likely going to happen. Let's see here. Is this going to be a big hurricane? So that's kind of the misconception that a lot of people have, actually. It's actually pretty... it's pretty like a lot of people are thinking essentially that it's essentially like going to hit as a hit as a hurricane here, and then it is going to turn into a tropical storm. No, it's not going to hit California as a hurricane. It's going to hit it's actually going to hit California as a tropical storm, as we're about to find out here. No, oh my gosh, dude, Proxy. Oh my gosh, Proxy with a 100! No way! Proxy, what? Dude, Proxy just donated $100 on Venmo. Oh my gosh! Hope this helps with your move. Much success with your next phase of your life, Proxy. Proxy? Dude, what? Oh my god, Proxy, I love you so much. Thank you so much, Proxy. That is so sweet of you. 10 memberships, now that, holy cow. Proxy, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That is awesome. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Proxy, thank you. That really will help out. That'll help me buy a new dresser and stuff. Thank you so much, Proxy. Greatly appreciated. Wow, a 100. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Thank you once again, Proxy. I love you so much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'll make sure to give you a big shout out by the end of this. Dude, thank you so much, Proxy. Holy cow. Okay, so so basically what's going to happen here, like I said, they did update the cone. Proxy, oh my gosh, you really have made my night. Thank you so much, Proxy. So sweet of you. But like I said, with the cone here, they have it now being a tropical storm. Whenever it makes landfall, it's supposed to make landfall right between the border of the United States and Mexico, right there in Baja California. So that is essentially what we're looking at. As you can see here, it is expected to be a tropical storm upon quote-unquote landfall here, pretty much for Southern California. 65-mile-per-hour sustained winds here, with gusts getting up to around 75. So we potentially could be seeing some gusts here, maybe near hurricane force, according to this. Possibly near San Diego, unfortunately. So that's going to be a possibility. We're going to have to keep an eye out there for it. Overall, we're just going to be on the lookout here for the winds. So like I said, they are expected now to remain sustained around 65. We'll dive into models here in a minute. I'll talk to y'all more about that in a minute. Let's see here. It sounds like a generous gift. Just happened. Let's see. All blessed for you, Andrew. You deserve it. Thank you so much, Rainbow. Proxy, seriously, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. That's so sweet. You really made my night, Prox. Thank you so much for that. It means everything to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Proxy. But yeah, so like I said, they replaced those watches with warnings, guys. So obviously all of Southern California now has a tropical storm warning, meaning that like I said, meaning that, obviously we're now expecting tropical storm conditions to be, pretty much certain here. So San Diego is inside that tropical storm warning out there, which you can see. If I could actually, wait, hold on, my cone's in the way here. I'm going to turn off the cone for a second. There you go. All right, so yeah, you can see that San Diego is, come on. There you go, tropical storm warnings in effect here. Same thing even for Los Angeles, yep. So Los Angeles is inside. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of tropical storm warnings. Wait, what? Bro, what? What? Dude, why are they under so many warnings? Holy cow, y'all. All right. Well, yeah, Los Angeles does have a, like I said, Los Angeles does have a, tropical storm warning, meaning that we are expecting those conditions. So just be safe out there. Be careful, you guys, as we are expecting this. Now, you guys might be wondering, well, when's the timing out of this here? We're expecting the time to be essentially between late night Sunday and into early Monday. Once again, I'm going to be live for this. I'm going to be covering this here whenever I do, or whenever this moves its way in here. Like I said, whenever this moves its way into California, I will be live for it to obviously cover this. I'll probably be live for several hours. I'm already planning it out, getting some snacks ready. But yeah, no, we'll be live for it for you guys to make sure y'all are being prepared. But yeah, so that's the overall track and everything like that. Once again, it is expected to make landfall in California, not as a hurricane, as a lot of people think. It's not going to be a hurricane. I cannot say that enough, okay? It's not going to be a hurricane as it impacts California. It's going to be a tropical storm. Still a pretty powerful tropical storm, though. But it's going to be a rather large tropical storm, bringing a lot of rainfall. And that actually leads us to the next thing here. So according to the latest and greatest from the Hurricane Center here, from the Weather Prediction Center, we still have pretty much the same risk here that we've seen earlier. But yeah, still, once again, we're expecting a lot of heavy precipitation, mostly for these areas. It's mostly for those areas here throughout, kind of east central, I guess you call this east central California. For Southern California, obviously, in South Central Nevada, is kind of in a hot spot for some heavy rain. This could include Las Vegas. Las Vegas could be getting some flooding conditions out there. Possible flooding conditions out there between San Diego, Los Angeles here, Las Vegas. Unfortunately, let's see here. Yeah, that's that. San Francisco should be fine. Should not expect much impacts out of San Francisco. But yeah, so once again, the main concern for rainfall is right in there. Okay, so we'll just have to keep an eye out there for that. Once again, the maximum rainfall we're expecting is potentially here between 6 and 10 inches. Kind of what it seems. We're expecting between 6 and 10 inches across the areas in orange. It's pretty it's pretty much it's pretty much a solid kind of a little bit localized, I should say, more of a localized sense of 6 to 10 inches being possible. Let's see here. Let's see, Andrew. Proxy says Andrew will make a snack donation so you have enough goodies to hold you over for your long stream. Proxy, you've already done a lot. Thank you so much, Proxy. Seriously, that's very, very sweet of you. I really appreciate it. Seriously, Proxy, that's very sweet of you. It means so much to me, Prox. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Rainbow says anyone who donates is generous and kind. Absolutely, 100%. Share these videos and hit the thumbs up. It all helps. Yep, absolutely, Rainbow. Like I said, nobody has to donate. Nobody does. It's really appreciated. It really helps out with me. But like I said, honestly, it's up to you guys. You do not have to donate to us, but I really appreciate the ones who do. Thank you so much, guys. Big shout out to Proxy tonight. But yeah, back over here to the flooding risk, guys. We have a level 4 out of 5. Or sorry, level 4 out of 4, sorry. We got a maximum threat for flooding here. That's pretty much just east here of Los Angeles and east of San Diego here. So obviously, whenever it comes to it here, the odds are, pretty high overall for flooding here. So we're going to really have to watch out for this here. And obviously we have ourselves a little area right up here too. This is actually for Death Valley. That's inside of the massive flooding threat here. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, Barbara with a $20 super chat. Oh my gosh, guys. Barbara, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Very, very sweet of you, saying just tuned in, praying for those safety in California. Here's a blessing for you, Andrew. I am actually off work tomorrow too. A day that I can rest. If it was cooler, I'm working on my vintage RV remodeling project. Oh, that's awesome, Barbara. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Very appreciated. Big shout out goes to you, Barbara. Barbara, Proxy, thank you guys so much. Y'all absolutely rock. We love y'all. Big shout out goes to you guys. Thank you so much. Very sweet of y'all. But yeah, so once again, like I said, if you guys are just now tuning in here, they did update the Polygon. Let's see here. Ryan gifted a membership, and you know the funny thing is, it was gifted to my mom. My mom got the membership. Thank you so much, Ryan. It's very sweet of you. But like I was saying here, is that they actually updated the cone here to where it is now expected to ride maybe a little bit more to the east here. I mean, obviously San Diego, you can see the track, the middle point's right there. It goes right next to San Diego. We're still kind of expecting almost a direct landfall for San Diego. So we'll have to keep an eye out there for that. So be advised out there, y'all. Wind speeds as it makes landfall for the northern peninsula of Baja California. So for the northern portion here, that is that. Like I said, wind speeds are expected to be sustained of around 65 miles per hour, maximum wind gusts up to 75. So we're talking gusts up to hurricane force still by the time it kind of pushes maybe near portions of San Diego, unfortunately. But like I said, this will be taking place here around 8 p.m. For the 20th. So this will be for Sunday. Let me double check on that. I'm pretty sure it's Sunday. Yep, Sunday. Okay. Yeah, so Sunday into for late Sunday into early Monday is kind of what we're looking at there. Let's see here. Oh, my mom's here. Mom, you got a membership from Ryan. Let's see here. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much for supporting Andrew's channel. You wouldn't believe how much time he invests in the channel offline. Again, again to all, thank you. He adores his friends. Absolutely. Thank you. Could not have been anything better said, Mom. Very sweet. Thank you. But like I said, y'all, so once again, we are expecting this thing to be a tropical storm as it makes landfall. It does have this thing being a post-tropical. You can see post-tropical storm Hilary here for the morning of Monday. By the time around 8 a.m. on Monday, this thing has moved far enough inland and is weakened enough to a 35 mile per hour, 35 mile per hour, let's see here. Post-tropical cyclone, I guess I would say. I was going to say depression, but it's not really a depression. Post-tropical cyclone at 35, sustained with gusts up to 45 possible. But yeah, that's for like early Monday essentially. So it's going to go basically from late Sundays when you're going to really feel it. By early Monday, it should have weakened quite a bit, but still, it's going to be raining for a long, long time. And let me actually go ahead and switch you guys over here to the models. That's something I do want to bring up here with you guys, is to look at the overall totals between the American GFS and the ECMWF, the European model, because between those two models, they do pretty well at forecasting. To be serious, they are very, very accurate. Sometimes they tend to be pretty good at forecasting here. But let's go ahead and switch you guys over here real quickly. We're gonna go and hop over to the models now. We're gonna start off here with the American model, the GFS. It stands for Global Forecasting System. It's a pretty good model. I mean, it's not always accurate. Obviously, no model's perfectly accurate, but we're gonna go mostly between two different models so that we can kind of average out what we can expect here. Last time we checked them, they were actually pretty much on agreement mode here. Let's see here. So overall we are looking. Let's see. We're gonna bring over to the total precipitation accumulation. Let's see here. Skylark with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Skylark. Really appreciate it. Saying good work, kiddo. Thanks for all you do to keep us informed in real time. Sky, thank you so much. That's super sweet of you. Thank you guys so much. That's very nice of y'all. Big shout out goes to you, Skylark. Very sweet of you. Thank you so much. You guys rock. I'll make sure to give you all a big shout at the end. Thank you so much. Skylark, you rock. Very sweet. Very sweet for you. Thank you so much. So according to the American... Oh, shoot. I did not mean to grab a sounding. According to the American model, you can see this really nasty streak that goes right up through Southern California. It kind of looks like that streak might dodge... obviously, it might dodge, San Diego, and obviously, let's see here, also Los Angeles as well. It might actually, miss those with that big streak, but we'll see. So overall, according to this model, now once again, do not take this 100%, like I said, do not take this to be 100% accurate, but take it with a grain of salt. Obviously take it seriously, but not exact, I should say. So, according to the model, you can see it does have some of these rainfall in the pink here, kind of getting up purple-pink over 4 inches. I think that's possible, though. I really do, considering that, what the Weather Prediction Center has out there, all of that stuff there, and, all of that. So, that's what the GFS shows, shows possibly out there towards Las Vegas, between 1 and 3 inches being possible. That is something to look out there for. Now, whenever it comes to the European model's perspective on this, Let's see here. Oops. I don't know why it moved me. Anyways, let's go ahead and remove that. But you can still see that same path here. It might actually push a little bit more towards... That's the thing. The European model here... yeah, the European model actually supports, areas like, Los Angeles, maybe getting a little bit more rain out there. Possibly 2 to 4 inches. So that's something to keep an eye out there for, That's something to definitely watch out for. Let's see here. Crystal with $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Crystal. That's very sweet of you. Very sweet of you guys. Thank you so much, Crystal. You rock, man. Thank you. Super, super sweet. Thank you so much. Very, very nice of you guys. Thank you all. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the love. But yeah, so like I said, obviously that main streak still goes up. I mean, it looks like that south central Nevada is still going to get impacted pretty good. We're still likely going to get a lot of rainfall out of there. Now, let's see. Is there any way? I don't think there's any way I can look at the blend right now. Let's see. I might be able to. Hold on a minute, y'all. We're going to go over here. Where's the blend? See, I want to get the blend of models so it kind of blends everything together. Most of the models, it takes a bunch of models, kind of blends them together. I guess we don't have it. Wait, maybe it's under... Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Oh, well. But, yeah, so once again, we're kind of expecting that big streak. I'm going to bring you all back over here. Big streak of rain right up the center here. And it kind of looks like most of the rainfall might stick on, obviously, kind of around these regions here. If I can actually draw that correctly. Once again, mostly east of Los Angeles. If I was in Los Angeles, I would expect about maybe 2 to 3 inches or so being possible. It's definitely going to be a good possibility. Obviously, there towards San Diego, I'd say you have a lot better of a chance of seeing more rain there. It's going to be a pretty good shot overall. And like I said, a lot of rainfall. That's what I'm mostly concerned about. And I hope that you guys are obviously, aware of the situation. I know that you guys are probably worried about this. Like I said, I understand why you guys might be a little worried, might be a little scared about this. But like I said, no, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Just, like I said, just make sure that you prepare for this. I mean, you have time to prepare. It's not here yet. So tomorrow, that's your homework, guys. For the people who lives across California, Southern California, in the risk area, that's y'all's homework. You guys got to go out, maybe grab some water, grab some food, first aid kit. I'd even recommend a no weather radio. I mean, I'm not sponsored or anything. I don't care about sponsorships, like I said. But like I said, no weather radio. Maybe to get updates, or just tune into our live streams, because like I said, I'll be covering this as it happens. So yeah, I would recommend that. That's something I would definitely recommend you do overall. So yeah, just make sure you get all the essentials ready. Like I said, just to be safe. And once again, the main concern, obviously winds. Yes, it's going to be pretty windy out there. Don't get me wrong. Maybe even up towards hurricane force, lower in hurricane force. It's probably not going to, it probably won't break hurricane force. I mean, it's not forecasted really to get too much above that line. But the main event out of it, I mean, I'm mostly concerned for the water involved. I'm mostly concerned for the rain involved. Because like I said, in these areas here, it's a desert out here. They never get rain. I mean, if they do, it's in small increments, and even small amounts of rain can cause so much flooding. And now we're talking amount of totals that could be flooding for anybody, which is crazy. Considering the soil out here, it's so dry, a small amount of water just clogs up the topsoil. It just clogs up the topsoil. And so it allows all the rest of the water to rise. The ground cannot absorb the water that quickly, so it's going to allow for a lot of rising in the water, which is kind of going to be a problem. Like I said, for some areas here, I mean, we're going to see possibly quite a bit of rainfall. I'm going to bring you all back over to this view real quickly. Back to the rainfall potential. Here's that latest one they have. Orange meaning 6 to 10, yellow meaning 4 to 6, dark green meaning 2 to 4 here. But yeah, overall, I mean, that's just kind of what it is. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on it. We're definitely going to have to keep y'all posted on this event here, because like I said, it's going to be a pretty wild event regardless. We're going to definitely have to keep an eye on it. Like I said, I've never, in my years, many years of weather forecasting and weather tracking, I have never seen an event like this. I mean, I'm pretty sure this has not happened in decades, which is crazy. This is just such an exponentially rare event here. I mean, this hardly ever happens. It hardly ever happens. And I understand that the people out there, they're probably like, oh gosh, what do I do? Like I said, take it, like I said, just first of all, take a deep breath. Like I said, once again, I obviously recommend you grabbing some of your essentials, go out, maybe get some water, whatever. And if you're in an area that's prone to flooding, obviously if you're in a low-lying spot that easily gets flooded, try to go to a higher elevation nearby. Maybe find somewhere else to, kind of just, ride the storm out. Because like I said, in low elevations, that's kind of the main concern is flooding. Obviously, you want to get away from those low elevations because that's going to be a bit of a problem, right? So those low elevations is what is gonna get flooded pretty well. So that is that. Let's see here. Victor says this is the first tropical storm ever recorded for Southern California. Really? Wow. I knew it was rare. I thought California got hit before, though. I thought it got hit a couple times back in the 70s. Could be wrong. But anyways, but yeah, it's very rare regardless. It's very rare. And a lot of the people who live there have not gone through this before. Let's see here. G-Note says it's great that you are checking in on this periodically on live. Keep up the good work. But thank you so much, G-Notes. Yeah, we got a new update coming out that came out with a new cone and all that stuff. So I wanted to go live for you guys to give y'all a briefing. I'll be doing this tomorrow too. I'll obviously be live here. So tomorrow we'll probably be live around, no promises, but maybe around 1 o'clock or so. I'll do a live stream around 1 o'clock, and then I'll do another one for the evening, and who knows, maybe another one for night. I'm gonna be doing some live streams on this. This is my main focus right now, is to be watching out for this system. And then, like I said, ultimately, whenever it comes to it, then I'm gonna be live for the main event as it does happen. So, like I said, y'all don't gotta worry about me not being here for that, because, like I said, if y'all want the latest information, like I said, y'all join here. I am live quite frequently. I'm almost live for every severe weather event there is, so I try to cover as much as possible. But yeah, no, I'll be live for this whenever it does get here. All right, so now I want to go ahead and show you guys something really quickly before. Let's go ahead and see. We're gonna bring this out here. So I want to go ahead and show you guys something real quickly. So this here's the flooding outlook, right? So anywhere in any of these colors is in the flooding outlook. The green is a small chance for flooding. It's not necessarily a large chance for big flooding. The yellow is where things become a little bit more serious. Maybe more likelihood of flooding. Still, it's pretty rare to see flooding, but it's possible. Then you move into the moderate or the red here. That's where things get a little serious. That's obviously where a lot of flooding could be possible. And then, of course, you have the last shade here being pink, which that is the high risk for flooding. That's like the maximum. That's like the top-notch line that you can get. And so you notice, so for the biggest flooding threat, at least any area inside of this pink here is at least a 70% chance that flooding could occur, which is a really high probability, really, really high. And obviously this includes areas like, San Bernardo, we have Fontana, Moreno Valley, obviously we got Palm Desert, Palm Springs included, see Joliet. Yeah, those regions. And if you look up to the north here, we actually have another little high-risk area here. And you can actually see right in the middle of it, Death Valley. Yep, Death Valley is right inside of the middle of this pickle here. It looks like a pickle. But yeah, right in the middle of this here, Death Valley. So we got to keep an eye on it. Like I said, obviously we got that high risk for flooding, given at least a 70% chance of flooding within 25 miles of this area here. So every 25 miles that makes up this region, there's at least a 70% chance of flooding, which that seems to be a pretty big concern. So we're gonna definitely need to be paying attention for that. Once again, flooding is the biggest concern. Like I said, obviously, what I'm really concerned about is these areas right in here. If I was to go ahead and bring this up here, kind of missed. It's not perfect, not a perfect circle or perfect bubble here, but it does the job. But yeah, you can see right in this area, the red and the pink, that's like what we're really concerned about. That's the areas that's gonna likely see some seriously powerful amounts of rain here. And like I said, once again, to you guys who live in the lower elevations out there, obviously prepare for this, because like I said, this is gonna be a pretty spectacular event here. Once again, unfortunately, like I said, I know a lot of you guys are probably nervous about this event. Like I said, once again, take a deep breath. It'll be okay. Just once again, your homework, like I said, just make sure you have enough supplies. Go out, grab some water. Like I said, don't flood the stores. Don't cause any panic. Just go out, get some water. Maybe fill up your cars with gas. Let's see what else I can do. Grab a first aid kit. couple days worth of water and food, and you should be good. Yeah, so that's what you got to do. Like I said, once again, there is going to be winds. It's not going to be like hurricane force winds. That's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people think that this event here is going to be a hurricane making landfall across California. It's not. It's not going to be a hurricane making landfall into California. It is going to be essentially going to be a upper level tropical storm by the time it rolls in there. Once again, the latest cone has Tropical Storm Hilary here, maximum wind speeds of around 65 miles per hour. Once again, sustained, meaning constant winds moving at around 65 miles per hour, with those wind gusts peaking up for at least 20 seconds, up to 75 being possible. And this time is right here around essentially 8 o'clock p.m., right around 8 o'clock p.m. So we'll have to keep an eye out there for that. But yeah, so that's that. That is essentially what we're talking about. Let's see here. How old am I? I am 21 years old. A lot of people would find that hard to believe. Everyone says I have a baby face. I can't help it. But but yeah, so once again, y'all, that's just something we need to really look out for. I do want to go ahead and bring you guys back over here to the back to the models real quickly, because I want to go ahead and show you guys something real quickly. So essentially, according to the GFS model. According to the American GFS, you can see there it is. There's a hurricane going up, sliding right up the peninsula of Baja California, going into portions here of obviously Southern California, right around the afternoon here for Sunday. Once again, the main impact is from afternoon of Sunday into early Monday. So that's what we're looking there. Then obviously this whole big just moisture pit just ramps its way straight up, and it actually could even reach into Canada. Some of the rain could actually get up into Canada. It's possible. So that is what we are looking at. So obviously it's gonna rapidly weaken once it works its way towards California. Like I said, it's gonna weaken quick for two different factors. We have some upper level. Here, I'll go ahead and show you guys real quickly. We have some obviously upper mountain ranges here. We have towards Baja California for the peninsula here. We got ourselves a bit of mountain ranges, and hurricanes hate those. They do not like I said, hurricanes do not like mountain ranges, because essentially these systems are well developed on the surface. Essentially all the winds are organized at the surface, and these mountain ranges get in the way, so they quickly destabilize the storm. That's what's going to happen for one. That's one out of two things. The second thing is that this thing is running into some very cold water. Obviously, the water that supports tropical system ends right about in this area here, right in here. So once it moves its way up north, it's going to run out of warm water. It's not going to be able to continue to kicking off there. But like I said, once again, it's going to weaken for two reasons. One's the mountains. Second is for the water. It's going to be exponentially cold. So that is what we're looking at. So we're just going to keep an eye on it, y'all. Just make sure y'all are, being aware of this. Make sure you're paying attention closely. Don't just straight up ignore this, y'all. Like I said, obviously, I'm sure a lot of you guys are taking this serious, which is good. That's obviously what I wish for. That is what I wish for. I really want to just make sure we can get this word out here. That's all I really care about. Just making sure everybody's safe, making sure everybody's prepared. That's literally my main goal here. That's literally my main goal here. How much longer will I be live? I have no idea, Carson. I'm going to try to be here for as long as possible, because I obviously want to give you guys some new updates here. But like I said, obviously, guys, welcome to the people who are just now joining us. Oh my gosh, we almost have 600 viewers here. Holy cow. Thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. See, I'm worried for the homeless. Yeah, hopefully they can find somewhere to go under, That's unfortunate. But once again, guys, here's the latest update here. I'm actually going to refresh, see if they did change it. They did not. So here's the latest update from what we call the Weather Prediction Center. They basically plotted kind of a mixture of models and overall forecasting for the rainfall. And so basically for the next 5 days, this is your total amount of rainfall that's possible. So you can really see in this area here, this is essentially where we are seeing the heaviest of the rainfall occurring. Across the green, we have around 2 to 4 inches of rainfall being possible. This includes San Diego, Los Angeles, even Las Vegas. Or did I say Las Vegas? Los Angeles, San Diego, and Las Vegas. Sorry. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is possible. We work our way over here to portions of the yellow. That's where it is a little bit more serious. Okay, we're talking. Like I said, we are. We are essentially, showing 4 to 6 inches out here. That's a lot of water, for sure. 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is not good. Once again, especially for the valleys, the places that could easily flood. 4 to 6 inches of rain is a lot. That's like nearly nearly a half a foot there. And of course, we have ourselves some localized spots. You can see in the not too many areas in the orange, but there's a little bit of areas here. That's in the range of 6 to 10 inches being possible, unfortunately. So we're gonna definitely have to watch out for flooding. That's the main concern. I mean, we have a little marker here showing 10 to 15 inches, but this map changes so much. Honestly, yesterday's map we were looking at when we did our first update, it literally showed like 15 to 20 inches down across like central Baja California. Now it shows like 2 to 4. So just know it drastically changes. I mean, obviously this is not perfect. Nobody's perfect whenever it comes to weather. There's only so much we can do. But generally speaking, we get a good estimate of what we can expect out there. And like I said, once again, guys, here's the main threat level. Obviously, to you guys, if you're just now joining us, obviously, first of all, welcome, everybody. Hope you all are having a great night so far. Like I said, we have ourselves 4 risk when it comes to flooding. We have a marginal, which is a level 1 out of 4. We got a slight, which is a level 2 out of 4. We got a moderate, which is a level 3 out of 4. And we got a high, which is a level 4 out of 4, or the maximum threat. So that level 1's across the green, so a little bit of flooding's possible. Level 2 is where some flooding is, more of a likelihood. It's more expected, giving you a 15% chance of flooding every 25 miles that makes up this area here. Then whenever it comes to the red here, that's the moderate, that's the level 3. Whenever it comes to the spectrum, 3 out of 4, that's where serious flooding could be a big problem, okay? That's where we are expecting the potential for some serious flooding issues. And in this case, it's basically for southern Nevada, obviously for portions here of, southern California. And of course, like I said, we have these 2 pink areas here. That's that level 4. That is essentially where, we have the maximum flooding threat. And like I said, if I was to zoom into those areas here, let me go ahead and bring you guys back over to this view. We're going to go ahead and do this. So you can actually see this right here. That's that big area we're just looking at here. Once again, this does not include Los Angeles in the level 4, but you guys are still in that level 3, which is a big flooding concern. So Los Angeles, you're getting a lot of rainfall. Expect maybe some flooding, obviously, for low-lying areas. Make sure you get away from those as much as possible as you can. Same thing down here for San Diego, right there in that level 3 out of 4 regarding flooding threat. Like I said, the level goes up to only 4. It does not go past 4. And that level 4 here is just slightly east of San Diego for areas like I said, Palm Desert, Palm Springs. See here, Warner Springs. I'm trying to name off some areas here. Is that Laguna? I thought that said Mount Lasagna for a second. I was like, wait, what? Let's see here. But this also includes some pretty popular areas like, San Bernardo, Fontana, let's see, Rialto, Rancho Cucamonga. Those areas there is actually included. So, like I said, that is something we need to look out for. Golden Air says, so there's wildfires right now in Northern California, Idaho, and Montana. How the winds are going to affect these wildfires. Yeah, winds are not good for wildfires. Hopefully the rain can help suppress that activity. Because like I said, we are expecting the potential for flooding all the way up into Montana as well. Like I said, it's possible. It is definitely possible. So hopefully we can get enough rain across those wildfire areas. Like I said, because that would be good to help put those out. The wind's not going to help, but the rain will help. So it's like it's a punch in the face and then like a sorry type of thing. It's just yeah, we'll just have to see how much rain falls across those regions and just how strong the winds get. But could be something to watch out there for. But yeah. But anyways, like I said, y'all, just make sure you guys stay safe out there. I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys back over here to the models here. We're going to hop back to the latest GFS. Like I said, this is the global forecast system here. We're going to go ahead and show you all what's going on here on the model. So whenever it comes to it here, whoops, did not mean to grab a sounding there again. So this is the American GFS. This is one of the main models you'll see on like television or whatever. This is basically, the American model. This is the American GFS, stands for Global Forecast System here. So this is a pretty well-known model. This is a pretty well-known model here. So overall, this storm, you can see this big old streak here that just straightly cuts straight through Southern California into portions of, South Central Nevada. This gets really close to Las Vegas. It does. In Las Vegas, I think Las Vegas could be in a zone where there's going to be the possibility for some flooding. I think y'all are in the zone here, okay? But you can really see this really heavy streak here, according to the once again according to the American GFS. Really big streak, heavy rainfall across Southern California here into basically south central Nevada. Got to watch it closely, and you can actually see, whenever it comes to it, we do have ourselves, these rains getting well easily into 4+ inches, which that's very concerning. That's very, very concerning. And of course, whenever it comes to the European model, you can see how that kind of shifts a little bit more to the, wow, I just noticed that. Look at that. So the American model has that shifting, I'll go ahead and draw this for perspective here. Shows that heaviest band right in here, right? Y'all see that? So basically around 4 inches or so. And then the European model shows that a little bit more to the west. Interesting. So that kind of shows more rain for portions of let's see, Los Angeles. Yeah, Los Angeles, maybe some more rain according to the European model, and less according to the American GFS. So that's that. That is seriously something we need to look out for. You can see, once again, models aren't perfect. And it really goes to show you just how much models are, still trying to work this situation out. Models still don't know 100% what's going to happen here. Here's NamNest. I don't trust NamNest too much, but it's never a good model. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is not a good model to look at for precipitation, but you can see a lot of those elevations there, or depressions there. Could see a lot of heavy rainfall. But anyways, that's that, y'all. That's according to the latest models, and I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys back over here to the main view over here. We're going to hop you guys over. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the latest cone here regarding the latest update here from the Hurricane Center here. So they did update the cone, like I said a little bit ago. Right now, just for whoever's wondering, this storm is still a Category 4 hurricane. It's right on the boundary. If it gets any weaker, it's going to be a Cat 3. Right now, it's a Category 4 with sustained winds of 130 miles an hour. Maximum gusts up to 160 is where it's at right now. 948 millibars, if that matters to you. It's pretty low pressure. Pretty typical. For a Cat 3, Cat 4 hurricane. But yeah, so it is pretty strong pressure. Regardless, major hurricane, very, very strong hurricane right now. And you can see how it kind of gets closer. You see how it kind of comes to a peak here? It gets closer to Baja California. Obviously out there towards, Baja, is it Tortugas, I think it is. Right in that region. Also for El Morro, Colorado. La Colorado, those regions, that island out there, I'm not sure specifically what the name of the island is, that's going to have some serious impacts on this storm here. Definitely is going to be hitting pretty good. So that's something to really watch out for. This thing's going to get really close to that, continue tracking to the northwest, and you can see once it makes quote-unquote landfall, that'll be across, obviously northern Baja California, for the peninsula, the northern peninsula here, as well as, just straight up southern California. You can actually see here, literally San Diego is right there. See the marker from San Diego is probably, 50 miles? I guess I can actually measure that here. Directly 50 miles. Wow, I could never do that again. I could never. But yeah, that's 50 miles from where the track is. You can actually see maximum wind speeds. This is a forecast time for 8 o'clock p.m. on Sunday. For those who's wondering, like I said, it's a big event from Sunday night into Monday morning. You're going to really feel it Sunday night. It's going to be the hardest on Sunday night. It's still going to linger into Monday, but you're going to notice once it pulls into kind of mid-morning Monday, it's going to weaken a lot more. But yeah, so this specific time here is for 8 p.m. For Sunday, with maximum wind gusts here up to 65 miles per hour. So pretty strong, sustained winds, constant winds blowing around, right around 65. It's pretty fast. And of course, these wind gusts, for peaks, the peak wind gust could get up to 75. It's definitely a good possibility there. But yeah, we'll just definitely need to look out for this here. Once again, it's going to continue moving pretty much to the northwest here, and this actually does have it continuing. It becomes a post-tropical cyclone once it kind of hits Nevada. Right around here around 8 a.m. for Monday. So right around 8 a.m. for Monday, it's expected to be a post-tropical cyclone, like I said, for sustained winds of 35 miles per hour, and maximum wind gusts up to 45, essentially being possible. But that is that. So maximum wind gusts could get up to 45 across, southern Nevada as of right now. It's possible. And like I said, some of the models I was actually browsing here, it's really interesting. Some of these weather models actually show a big streak of winds that really actually amplifies. I don't know how accurate this is going to be, but according to like the last 2 days I've been watching these models, the GFS American as well as the European model. Like I said, whenever it comes to it here, apparently there's a big streak of winds that's going to really be kicking up here throughout portions of Nevada. So possibly up to 60 miles an hour. We'll have to see how that plays out here. I'll definitely make sure to keep you guys posted, keep you guys updated in that. But yeah, but overall, once again, for the myth that's out there for people who's thinking about it, people are thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to be a hurricane that hits California. Once again, it's not going to be a hurricane to hit California. It's a hurricane right now. It will be a hurricane for the next couple of days, but obviously once it approaches here for basically late Sunday here, for late Sunday, it's going to be downgrading to a tropical storm here, okay? It's going to be downgrading to a tropical storm here for late Sunday, and then late Sunday is when you're going to start to feel those effects. So it'll still be, trust me, it'll still be a really powerful tropical storm. Don't get me wrong. It's still going to be an mid-upper level tropical storm by the time it rolls right over California. But like I said, it's not supposed to be a hurricane. A lot of people are thinking that it's going to be a hurricane as soon as, as soon as it rolls straight through California. But that's not true. So if you hear that anywhere, if you hear that it's going to be a bad hurricane across Southern California, they're wrong. They're wrong. It's not where it's supposed to do that. But once again, got to watch out for Southern California. That's really the big thing. We got to definitely be looking out for this here. And we'll definitely keep an eye on this. What software do I use? This is Radar Mega. Not sponsored or anything. Said, once again, don't care about the sponsors. I think that, YouTube advertises enough already. But yeah. Will it blow a house away? No. No, it shouldn't. It could flood a house, though. Like I said, once again, that's what I'm concerned about, really. Is for those areas that's in low-lying spots. I mean, you can actually see, once again, this is at level 3 plus for flooding. Like I said, it's a really big threat for flooding. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this cone real quickly, you guys, for 1 minute. Just so you guys can see this a little bit better. Let's go ahead and turn off the cone. We'll keep the projected track here, and we'll go ahead and turn off the layer here. So basically across the red here, the moderate risk, including Los Angeles as well as San Diego, this is basically a risk saying that we have at least a 40% chance of flooding every 25 miles. So for example here, I'm going to grab a random spot. So say you live at that red dot, not saying you, obviously you don't, most likely, but say if you live at that, if you live right here at that red dot here, right? See, I need to redo that. My program's being real stupid. Okay, so there you go. So if you live across that red dot, so this is a 25-mile radius. So this basically means within 25 miles here, there is at least a 40% chance that flooding could occur. That's how big the threat is. So according to the Weather Prediction Center, there's at least a 40% chance of flooding could occur in this area here. That's how it is. And of course, for the high risk area here, within 25 miles, which that's 25 miles there, that means within 25 miles, there is at least a 70% chance of flooding happening within that region. So, yeah, really good shot for flooding out there. Like I said, that's what I'm mostly concerned about. I'm not as concerned about the winds. I mean, like I said, California deals with winds quite often, right? California definitely does deal with winds, here and there. But, I mean, they've experienced, these strong winds before, obviously. And like I said, the main concern is the rain, because this is a desert out here. They never get rain, and whenever they do, it gets in small increments. It's never anything massive, rarely anything massive, I should say. So this, being a pretty large tropical system, it's gonna dump so much rain. It will. Let's see here. You mean spin up tornadoes? Let's see here. Oh yeah, well, spin up tornadoes will be a possibility. Unfortunately, here I don't know if they issued that new outlook yet. I don't think they did. But we do have a severe weather threat here for day 3, which is on Sunday, I believe. Let's go ahead and hop over to that. Yep, day 3 there. So it's kind of hard to make out. There's a lot of colors and stuff here. Sorry. But right there, y'all can see that, right? That green bar there. There you go. So this is where the severe weather is expected. And the reason they have this is what we call for possibly cyclone-induced tornadoes. So with tropical systems, it's pretty common on the eastern side that a few tornadoes can spawn. I think that could be a possibility as well. I think we possibly could get a couple tornadoes maybe out there towards Southern California, even southwestern Arizona seems to be possible. And who knows, maybe even like southern Nevada. Could see maybe a few spin-up tornadoes. It's probably not going to be like an outbreak or anything like that, but because it's going to undergo rapid weakening. But it's possible that a couple tornadoes, theoretically could happen out there. Yeah, so that's another thing to just be aware with. Okay, But anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop back over here. Once again, y'all, if you're just now joining us, first of all, welcome. Once again, thank you, everybody, for joining today. We got quite an audience today, 873 people right now. Holy cow. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate y'all just being here and looking out. Obviously, if you guys are in this, just please be safe out there. Once again, do not freak out. No reason to panic. I understand how this can be a little bit, kind of, nerve-wracking and a little bit scary. But like I said, just with preparedness, you will get through this. I can guarantee you will get through this if you do prepare accordingly. Once again, just make sure you have... Okay, so here's your homework. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. So here's your homework. What you got to do tomorrow, if you have not already, make sure you have some water to drink for at least a couple days. Make sure you have some food, and make sure you have a first aid kit, maybe a weather radio if you want to. Those are the 4 items I'd really recommend. And what I have to say, the most important thing is, make sure if you're in a spot that is prone to flooding, if you're in a spot that is really prone to flooding, seek higher ground before the storm starts. I mean, I'm seriously, like I said, you got to seek higher ground, okay? Because like I said, this is going to be flooding. A lot of rain is expected, obviously. And whenever it comes to it, like I said, there's going to be some good shots here for some pretty bad flooding, unfortunately. And another thing to think about is mudslides being a concern there too. So overall, this is just a little bit concerning regarding the flooding. That's what the main problem is. That's what the main issue is going to be, is flooding, followed by some winds. I mean, like I said, the winds could get up to, at most maybe 65, 70 miles per hour in terms of wind gusts, what they could get up to, maybe across Southern California. But overall, that is that here. And now I do want to go ahead and show you guys this real quickly. This is updating, and like I said, this is going to continue to update and continue to increase in probability. Since earlier today, we were talking about the latest outlook regarding probabilities of tropical storm force winds. San Diego, on our previous update, this was like 6 hours ago, we did a live stream for. We were in the zone here, basically of around 40 to 50% chance that San Diego will see tropical storm force winds. Now it's been upgraded to 60 to 70% chance. So the odds have increased. The odds have increased for sure. So that is that. So obviously, as the storm continues to push up here to the northwest, this is just going to spike up into California. You're just going to notice these probabilities increase and increase and increase. So obviously, eventually, this is obviously going to increase further above 60 to 70%. So just keep an eye on it. But yeah, that's the overall verdict here. In terms of the wind history, look how big the wind field is. By the way, look at that. That is an absolute enormous wind field. All the yellow here, that's all tropical storm force winds right now. And in the red, that is where the hurricane force winds are. It's a really crazy, really big wind field there. So, so just wanted to go ahead and let you all know that. And if I take you guys over here to the models, actually, I want to go ahead and show you all the HWRF, which is a pretty well-known hurricane model. If I go ahead and track y'all over here to the weather models here. Let's go ahead and do this real quickly. So this is the HWRF, which is a pretty well-known hurricane model. So this is kind of taking place. You guys can see the time up in the top right. You can see it right here where I'm highlighting. So you can see it's kind of a little bit old in that scan, but see, that's the last one we got going on here. So anyways, we track our way down in time. You can see this thing's going to be wobbling. As it heads into colder waters, it's going to start weakening. Also, as it starts scraping, northern Baja California. There, right in there, I think that's San Diego right there. Let me confirm this real quickly. Yeah. Yep, that's San Diego right there. Showing right around 8 p.m. for August 20th. You can see a lot of big bands of rain. I mean, a lot of big swaths of just powerful, drastic rain here. And then that's going to continue basically tracking its way inland. I mean, you look at that. California's going to be covered in a lot of rain here. And this could continue moving up north here, obviously continuing to dump tons and tons of rains, maybe even up into Canada. According to this model, it actually has some of that rain going all the way up into Canada, possibly, which that's crazy. That is crazy. So that's something to watch out there for. Even Canada could get some of the precipitation out of this here. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to change the time there or move that for you. But yeah, so that's the overall picture. I think I can go out a little bit further. I can zoom out a little bit further. There we go. So you can really see the winds here. So you see the wind field. It's getting closer. So you can see right at 8 p.m. for tomorrow, or for today in this case. And it gets closer and closer and closer. It starts to run in the cooler waters, and it starts to slow down because of these mountain ranges, and then it just goes into California. and then up into Nevada, and then kind of goes all the way up here. Yeah, kind of goes all the way up here to portions of Canada. So that's that. But like I said, guys, so seriously, just make sure y'all are watching this to see what curious to see what the infrared has on this guy. Wow, look at that. Quite the eye. Tell you what, that model, it goes a little crazy with that eye. But that eye quickly diminishes once it kind of gets to that center portion of, kind of dies out once it gets to the center area of the, Baja California area there. But anyways, that's that, you guys. Once again, we're going to go and hop y'all back over here to that the main view over here. Once again, you guys, just please, please make sure you guys are being weather aware out there, and make sure that you guys obviously understand, what's going on. I'm going to continue to update you guys on this here. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to continue to keep you guys informed, and continue to make sure you guys are, staying safe out there. And like I said, once again, the biggest update that we got right now for you guys, like I said, obviously they changed the cone. We're going to go over the cone here in a second. But they actually added, instead of tropical storm watches, we are now under tropical storm warnings, okay? We are literally close to, or let's say we literally have tropical storm warnings in effect now. This does include Los Angeles. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this precipitation outlook for you guys real quickly. Don't want to add too many colors here. But yeah, so Los Angeles, we got ourselves tropical storm warnings here. Same thing for San Diego. Also tropical storm warnings in effect. I mean, these warnings go pretty close. I mean, they're not quite for Las Vegas. Las Vegas is right here. But it's not terribly too far from Las Vegas. I mean, it does not go into Nevada, but it's right on that boundary, right on the state line between California and Nevada. So it's close. It's close to Las Vegas, but not quite. But yeah, so once again, tropical storm conditions are expected all across Southern California. So we definitely need to be watching this here very, very closely. We've got to keep an eye out there for it. So once again, tropical storm warnings mean that tropical storm conditions are expected, and basically means that you need to prepare accordingly, because tropical storm conditions, once again, is expected to occur. All right, but now we're going to go and bring back up the cone here for you guys. So once again, this is the latest and greatest here from the National Hurricane Center overall. Once again, a quick little update. Right now, Hurricane Hilary is still a Category 4 hurricane. Very, very powerful. It was estimated to be at 145 earlier, but then they flew, the hurricane hunters flew into the storm here, and they figured out it was 130 mile an hour. So still Category 4. So overall, 130 sustained here now, right at the 11 o'clock update. They just updated this here not long ago. So 130 still, let's see here, 160, maximum wind gust. So the wind gust could get up to 160. Minimum pressure is 948 millibars, if that matters to you guys. But like I said, once again, still is pretty low, pretty low pressure there. Once again, it's going to continue to rapidly kind of weaken as it continues kind of pushing its way ever so closer to Baja California Peninsula here. And then once it makes that approach here, once it touches land, y'all, it's not going to be a hurricane. Like I said, a lot of people think it's going to be a hurricane on Southern California. It's not going to be a hurricane, okay? It's going to be a tropical storm at that point. It's going to be a strong tropical storm, 65 mile per hour sustained winds here. So that is that. So we'll definitely need to be keeping an eye out there for that overall. So yeah, once again, sustained winds here of 65 with gusts up to 75, being a possibility there. So we'll definitely need to, be watching overall for that there. But yeah, once again, sustained here, 65, max gusts up to 75 being possible. Just keep an eye out there for that. It goes right through San Diego there. Goes right through San Diego. Obviously goes to kind of remaining east of Los Angeles for the most part. But it's going to continue tracking north. And once again, it's going to be post-tropical, okay? Meaning it's not going to be considered a tropical system anymore. Once it works its way into Nevada, it's going to be a storm with sustained winds of 35 miles an hour, as well as maximum gusts here up to 45, essentially being possible. So that's the verdict. That is, essentially what we are seeing here. So it's going to drastically weaken, once again, due to cooler waters and just due to the environments, once again, the mountain ranges, it's going to cause it to shrivel up real quick, cause it to destabilize quite quickly, as well as it's just going to slow down over land. That is that. But anyways, but yeah, let's see here. What's up, TRG? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have y'all here. Oh my gosh, dude, we have 999 viewers. Holy cow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys absolutely rock. Like I said, we love you guys. We just want to make sure y'all are being, weather aware. It's all we care about, just to make sure you guys are, staying safe out there, being prepared, That's all that matters. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and bring y'all back over here to the... let's go ahead and turn off the... actually, we're going to turn off the risk here for severe weather. Like I said, a few isolated tornadoes will be possible as well across, kind of southeastern California into actually southwestern portions here of Arizona as well. Southwest Arizona, right in this area here. Right in here, there could be a couple of spin-up tornadoes out of this event here, so we'll definitely have to watch out for that. But yeah, we're going to go and bring back up the flooding threat, because like I said, we literally have a maximum flooding threat here. They could not issue any higher risk if they wanted to, which is crazy. We're going to go ahead and hide this cone here. Let's go ahead and do that real quickly. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the cone. So overall, like I said, we have ourselves a high risk for flooding. Like I said, that's literally the maximum threat we have for flooding. And look at this, y'all. Death Valley is right in the middle of the massive flooding risk here. The biggest flooding risk here, pretty crazy. Like I said, Death Valley literally has a high risk for flooding, basically given at least a 70% chance of flooding occurring within 25 miles of, obviously, Death Valley. Big flooding risk out there. Once again, this does move this high risk. There's another big high risk to the south here, and this one does include some populated areas. Once again, they're towards San Bernardino. Bernardino. I think that is a terrible pronunciation. Sorry, y'all. Also, like areas towards like Fontana, Riverside. See Moreno Valley, Mead Valley here, Paris, Rancho. Let's see here, Cucamonga. That's right, Cucamonga. Those areas out there. So we'll just make sure to keep an eye out there for this. This is the biggest area for flooding. And overall, I mean, like I said, we are seeing a really good threat for flooding in general across these areas here in the red. You can see right in this region. So obviously a really good shot for flooding across southern Nevada there. You can see obviously all of Southern California essentially. Everything kind of east of Bakersfield, California is under a pretty solid shot for flooding to occur out there. So basically this area here is at least a at least a 40%. I could probably draw that a little better. Across the red here has at least a 40% chance here of flooding here, and like I said, across the pink it's at least a 70% chance of flooding. So obviously the pink, that has the greatest odds, but like I said, the red, once again, that's still pretty high up there. So really got to be on the lookout out there. All right, so once again, y'all, we're going to go ahead and hop y'all back over to the models. Like I said, I want to go ahead and show you guys the latest. Oh, we actually have a new GFS running through here, so that's good. I'm going to show you guys the latest American GFS model as well as the European to kind of compare those rainfall totals here, the latest models. So let's go ahead and hop y'all over here to the view. So once again, here we go. This is the American GFS here. We have ourselves a big old streak of rainfall to roll through. Once again, this is expected to make impacts here. Basically for, essentially, basically here for late Sunday into early Monday. Okay, so for late Sunday into early Monday, this is when we are expecting, obviously, the heaviest amount of impacts. Mostly the heaviest will be around late Sunday, early Monday. It still will be likely strong, but it's just going to start to kind of wane down a little bit, slower and slower as this thing, slows down. But yeah, so overall, here's the American GFS model. I mean, it shows a huge streak here. I'm actually going to go ahead and circle this area here, which if I go ahead and show you all this here. So that's a big streak here of at least 2 inches of rainfall being possible. And you can actually see, according to the thing here, it's really hard to make out because my thing's a little glitched here. There you go. Maybe up to 7 inches according to the American GFS. It's not impossible. I don't think that's quite impossible. I don't expect that to be quite accurate right now. Just like I said, take these models with a grain of salt because they're never perfect. And here you go. So here's actually another model. This is the European model. You might have heard it as the ECMWF. Another good weather model. Definitely a really good one here. This one's actually known to be one of the most accurate models here. Whenever it comes to, like I said, whenever it comes to weather and stuff. But yeah, so once again, that is kind of showing, essentially the same deal, if not that streak's a little bit more to the west. So if the European model is correct, this would mean more rainfall for areas, like Los Angeles and, those regions out there. It would mean a lot more rain for those people, rather than what the GFS was showing, kind of more that streak being towards the, that streak being right there towards the, more the eastern side. So that is that. But anyway, so like I said, guys, just keep an eye out there for that. Oh my gosh, we have 1,000 viewers. I got to screenshot that. That's never happened. I don't think that's ever happened to us. Thank you all so much for joining us. It's greatly appreciated. It's definitely really cool to have, quite an audience here tonight. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. But But like I said, guys, we just got to be on top of this here. Like I said, I just want to make sure you guys are staying safe out there. I just want to make sure you guys are prepared for this here. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back over here to the latest cone here once again, y'all. Actually, I do want to show you really quickly. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and take a look real quickly. We're going to go ahead and move over to... Let's see here. There we go. All right, so here is the latest from the Hurricane Center. Actually, I want to go ahead and show you guys really quickly the, let's see here, the projected winds, the wind probability here. There we go, possible wind speed. So this is actually the possibility for tropical storm force winds here, essentially we're looking at here. Let's see here. I got a 1 cent donation, yeah, from, let's see, Keenan. Thank you so much, saying 33, it's a better number. Thank you for the 1 cent donation. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. It's very sweet of you. But like I said, whenever it comes to it here, like I said, for Southern California here, you know, according to probabilities here, you know, for areas, you know, like San Diego, it has the probability here of tropical storm force winds being in the zone here. You know, like I said, right at, you know, once again, right at around 60 to 70%. Right here at 60 to 70% there. So overall, that is, you know, what we need to look for. And stuff like that. So obviously they're increasing, and like I said, as this storm continues to push to the northwest here, the probabilities are going to increase here. You know, the probabilities are going to increase. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it. We'll just have to continue watching. Here's the hurricane probabilities here. It actually does include San Diego in that right now. A 5 to 10% chance of hurricane force winds in San Diego. But like I said, once again, this thing is not expected to be a hurricane. The big misconception right now, the biggest myth that people are believing is that this is going to be a big hurricane hitting California. I mean, yes, it's going to be very nasty. It's going to have tons of impacts. Winds are going to be quite strong, but rain's going to be worse, right? A lot of people are saying that it's going to be a hurricane, but you know, a lot of people are making people think it's going to be a hurricane upon California landfall, but no, it's going to be a upper tropical storm here. It's definitely going to be a pretty, you know, pretty nasty overall system here. Now we're going to go and bring back up the cone here, the cone of uncertainty here. Like I said, this is essentially what we're looking at. So, once again, the latest cone here, once again, shows it at a Cat 4. By tomorrow, let's see here, by 8 a.m. here, it actually shows, yeah, so it's basically, actually, for today at this point. For later on this morning, it is essentially going to show it getting downgraded to a Cat 3 here. Like I said, then moving its way towards Cat 2 by afternoon here for today. You know, kind of, sorry, evening for today here. Then Cat 1 by, you know, essentially Sunday morning. But look at this. Once we move our way into Sunday evening, once again, that's when the heaviest impacts is going to kick off here. Let's see here. Guy McGee with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Very sweet of you. That's very sweet of you. Guy McGee, thank you so much for helping us out. It really means a lot. Thank you so much, Guy McGee. Very, very sweet of you. Greatly, greatly appreciated. But yeah, like I said, obviously, whenever this thing, you know, approaches land, it's going to be across, you know, northern Baja California here into Southern California. And like I said, we are expecting, you know, tropical storm force conditions here. Maximum winds here up to 65. So once again, or sorry, maximum sustained winds, I should say. So sustained meaning constant, you know, constant winds blowing at around 65 miles per hour. Maximum wind gusts here, like I said, potentially up to, you know, once again, maximum wind gusts here up to 75 possible. So that is something to definitely be on the lookout there for. Something that we need to keep an eye out there for. Guy McGee says, thank you for being there for us, brother. I'm in Palm Springs waiting to be soaked. I hear you. Well, you're very, very welcome, and thank you so much for helping out. It's just now coming through. It's a little late, but thank you so much, Guy McGee. It's very, very sweet of you. And, you know, please be safe out there, okay? Like I said, I understand a lot of people here are, you know, a little bit worried about this here, which I totally get. I totally get it. But like I said, y'all, it'll be all right. Just make sure that you guys are taking precautions. Just make sure you guys, like I said, once again, I've said this a couple times in the stream, but for the new viewers who's just now coming in here, you know, like I said, you know, what we are seeing here is, you know, once again, what I was going to tell you to do for your homework was to make sure that you have, you know, enough water. That's your first thing you want to do. Make sure you have enough water, enough food to last you a couple days in your safe spot. Bring a first aid kit. You know, obviously that's, you know, kind of crucial, you know, just typical items out there. So just bring first aid kit, bring some, obviously food, water, clothes, you know, make sure you have that with you at all times. And what I cannot stress enough, what I cannot say enough is that if you're in a low area that's prone to flooding across California here and to Nevada, make sure that you get to higher ground, right? Make sure that you actually get up to higher ground, because like I said, flooding, low-lying areas here, low-lying areas that's going to be flooding, it's prone to flooding, that they're going to probably get hit pretty good. Because like I said, we rarely, I mean, we like hardly ever see this amount of rainfall coming across the deserts there. So that's kind of the big problem there. Let's see here. But yeah, so let's see. YouTube algorithm sent me first time here, and I appreciate your work here in Palm Springs. So we got quite a bit of people out there in Palm Springs, says Artie. Well, I'm glad to have you here, and thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Williams is not a big deal storm. It is. It is a big deal storm. Definitely. Yeah, like I said, we never see this type of system happen. I mean, like I said, you know, it's a pretty big deal whenever the Weather Prediction Center, so I'm bringing this up for you guys. You know, it's a pretty big deal whenever the Weather Prediction Center actually brings up a potential, you know, across the ways here, you know, of seeing 4 to 6 inches across the yellow. That's not even the maximum. Maximum across the orange here is possibly 6 to 10 inches of rainfall across the desert that never gets rain. I mean, even in, like I said, even in small increments of rainfall, we get ourselves, you know, a lot of flooding. You know, even out of small, like I said, even out of small, you know, increments of, you know, rainfall, it can lead to a lot of flooding. And like I said, obviously when we're talking 6 to 10 inches though, that's a really, it's a little concerning, a little bit concerning. Let's see, no scare tactics. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm not trying to make y'all scared. I'm actually telling you guys what you need to do in order to be prepared for this here. Let's see here. Flooding is a huge deal. Absolutely. It really is. And that's, like I said, that's what I'm mostly concerned about here is the flooding. You know, I'm really concerned about the flooding that's going to happen out there. Like I said, winds, I'm a little concerned about the winds, but like I said, not as much as whenever it comes to the flooding concerns. Like I said, whenever it comes to the flooding, that's where it gets me a little bit concerned out there. But anyways, that's that. Let's see here. Caveman 3000 says, new subscriber here. From Compton, California. What's up, Caveman? Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for joining us. It'll be greatly appreciated. But yeah. But once again, thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciated. But anyways, but like I said, y'all, once again, the cone of uncertainty still has Los Angeles and San Diego in its path. From what it seems like for the last several updates here on the cone of uncertainty, it looks like that track has been shifting maybe ever so slightly more to the east, it looks like. You can see San Diego, I mean, the center of that cone of uncertainty. So obviously the center, this line is where the storm's predicted to go, right? And the center of the storm could go anywhere in this red area, according to the Hurricane Center. The center of the storm could ride up, against the right side of the red. It could go right up in the, right up in the middle is where it's expected. It could go a little bit more to the left. This cone of uncertainty is not where the storm's going to be. It's where the center of the storm could be overall. And like I said, this is a really large storm here. I mean, overall, I'll go ahead and show you guys really quickly. Here's the satellite imagery on the big scale. I mean, look at this thing. Half of it gets cut off. Sorry about that. But look at the eye of that beast right now. I mean, that thing is a crazy hurricane out there. But yeah, so definitely, like I said, that center, so the center of the storm here is expected to remain somewhere inside of this area here. Somewhere inside the area, inside the cone here. The center is going to remain in that area, or expected to. And once again, like I said, the middle point here, it's a tropical storm, Hilary, which is the storm here. Once again, once it approaches northern Baja California Peninsula into Southern California here, for the state of Southern California, that is where we are expecting this thing to be downgraded from a hurricane into a tropical storm with sustained winds of 65 miles per hour and maximum wind gusts. The wind's getting up to 75 at total. So that's that. Let's see here. Tori with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Tori. Greatly appreciated. Saying hello, my friend. What's up, Tori? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for that. Very, very sweet. I'll make sure to give a big shout out to all of our donators here at the end. Like I said, guys, thank you so much. It's very, very sweet. All of y'all support. You guys, seriously, absolutely rock. We love you guys. Thank you. Like I said, I just want to make sure that everybody's remaining safe. Make sure everybody's staying safe out there. It's all we care about here. But once again, thank you so much. Let's see here. Also, Jane with a $10. Wow. Jane, thank you so much. It's very sweet of you. Saying thank you for all you do. My son and his wife is in Glendale, so what I do is important to me. Well, thank you so much, Jane. That's very sweet of you. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Like I said, y'all absolutely rock. Big shout out goes to you. Now Tori is coming through. Thank you so much, Tori, and Jane as well. You guys rock. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, so once again, y'all, that is essentially what we are keeping an eye out there for. There comes Jane's. Let's see. Pog says, "Hey man, coming from down here in San Diego. Thanks for the info, my guy. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Like I said, it's the least I could do. I just want to make sure everybody's prepared. Want to make sure everybody's safe out there. It's obviously all I care about here. I mean, like I said, whenever it comes to the track here, the center point, I mean, it's going to be getting close to San Diego. It's going to be getting pretty daggone close here. And like I said, according to the according to the National Hurricane Center, the official cone, the middle point goes right, just shyly to the right of San Diego here. And like I said, in terms of what it's expected to be, sustained with a tropical storm with sustained winds here of essentially, 65 mile per hour. So once again, constant winds basically for constant winds blowing up 65 miles per hour. And whenever it comes to it, maximum gusts, what the winds could peak at could get up to 75 essentially. So that's that. Let's see here. Kyle says wanted to stop and say hello. Well, I'm glad you did, Kyle. Thank you for joining. Let's see here. Danish with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Danish. Greatly appreciated. Saying thank you for the effort. Stay safe, everyone. Everybody, please stay safe out there. Danish, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Very sweet of you. Let's see here. Jesse with a 3. Thank you, guys. I love y'all. Thank you so much for all the support. You guys rock. Really helps out. Really means a lot to us. And thank you guys so much. You guys are super sweet. Thank you guys so much for that. G-Notes with a 5. Thank you so much, G-Notes, saying, I hope this helps with the move in the near future. Thank you. Yeah, it'll definitely help out. Like I said, I'm moving in with my my brother down in Florida. That's where he lives. And also have a lot of family down there, so it'll really help, guys. Thank you all for the donators. I'll make sure to give you all a big shout out at the end. Thank you so much, guys. Very sweet. But yeah, so once again, we're going to go and hop you all over here back to the presentation, like I said, for the new viewers who's just now joining us. Like I said, we are expecting... once again, a decent amount of rain is expected here. Once again, we are essentially seeing ourselves, the heaviest flooding concern will be across basically South Central Nevada included too. South Central Nevada into obviously mostly just southern California here. So like I said, once again, the yellow areas here is showing where we could potentially see 4 to 6 inches. The orange is possibly 6 to 10. It's a lot of rainfall we're talking about. And like I said, whenever it comes to it here, this map will most likely change. I mean, like I said, I've seen since yesterday, right? Since yesterday's update, this map has changed so drastically. So like I said, we'll just have to keep on watching this. We'll just have to keep on at it, and we'll have to keep on, paying attention to this. So, like I said, honestly, once again, regardless, a lot of rain is expected. A lot of rain is expected out there. And we'll just have to make sure that everybody is, preparing for this and make sure everybody is, everybody is ready for it. That's all we care about here. Let's see here. But yeah, once again, everybody, thank you so much for the donations. Y'all rock. That's very sweet. You guys for sure have made my night tonight. Thank you so much. I just wanted to hop on here and spread the word, help everybody, remain safe, help everybody, obviously, prepare for this here. It's obviously what I care about here, and just want to make sure everybody is okay. And like I said, once again, y'all, if you're not already, like I said, obviously consider, tomorrow, consider going out, getting some water, go ahead and get yourself, some snacks. Like I said, stuff to hold you over for a couple days, first aid kit if you don't have one already. Just a couple things to kind of, to essentially, hold you over for the storm. And like I said, one of the most important things, guys, what you got to do is if you're, once again, I say this again, if you're in the low, like say if you're in a low-lying area here, you really want to seek higher ground if possible. You really do want to seek higher ground if possible. Oh my gosh, Jane with a $20 super chat. Wow. Jane, thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. And Barbara, too. Oh my gosh, Barbara, Jane, you guys are so sweet. Thank you all so much. Barbara says, here's another bit of blessing towards your move to Andrew. Barbara, thank you. Jane, thank you. Guys, thank you so much, y'all. That's very sweet of y'all. Very sweet, guys. Thank you so much, Jane, Barbara. We love you guys. Big thumbs up goes to you guys. Thank you so much for helping out. You guys, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, guys. So like I said, y'all, we're gonna definitely have to keep one out there for this. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys once again the flooding outlooks for the new people who's just now joining us. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the cone here Once again, like I said, we'll go over the cone here in a minute in terms of the latest forecast and everything like that. But like I said, y'all, here's the overall flooding threat. Like I said, the flooding threat even goes all the way up into portions here of Montana, even up into the, like North Dakota there. But like I said, the heaviest flooding is expected kind of right in here. Obviously, like I said, there's a scale from 1 to 4 on the flooding outlook. Across the green here, we have a marginal risk or a level 1 threat, essentially. And this area here in the dark green is basically saying, there's a chance for some flooding. The odds are fairly unlikely. It's possible, but it's not necessarily, like I said, it's not necessarily, essentially too crazy. Now the yellow, that's where things are a little bit more serious. That's where more rainfall, more potential flooding could occur. And of course, when we work our way into the red, that's where things get pretty serious. Okay, so once you work your way into the red, that's where you have a good shot there of seeing some flooding. Once again, for example, every 25 miles that's inside of this red area here has at least a 40% chance of flooding occurring within 25 miles of a location. That's pretty big threat out there. And of course, we have ourselves the the kind of pink color here as well. This is the high risk. This is the biggest. So this is the biggest threat for flooding overall. And you can see this includes areas like essentially, like I said, Fontana, Riverside. We got areas here towards Highland, Redlands, Saint Bernardino. I think it is Bernardino. I know I'm saying that wrong, but anyways, but yeah. So for that region out there, we'll just call it that region. Towards Hamlet, see your Palm Springs, Palm Desert included. So those regions are kind of in that big flooding threat, in which definitely got to look out for that. As that's where the most of the flooding is expected here. Definitely got to keep an eye on it. And once again, to show you guys something also interesting, look at this. Death Valley has its own high risk for flooding, which is pretty crazy. So right across Death Valley, we have ourselves a high risk for flooding, at least a 70% chance of flooding being possible. Let's see here. Mountain Rain, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for becoming a tropical stormer. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Let's see here. Brand X with a $15 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Very sweet. Guys, thank you so much. See, Brand X, thank you, man. That's super sweet of you. A $15 super chat. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Just found your channel. Great service you're providing. This will buy you 1 gallon of gas in California. LOL, stay vigilant. Thank you so much, Brand. That's very sweet of you, man. Greatly appreciated. Big shout out goes to you. Thank you so much. Very sweet. Like I said, it really means a lot to us, y'all. It really helps out with everything, helps with the programs and everything, guys. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, y'all, thank you so much for all the support you guys have given us. I'm very thankful. Very thankful. Like I said, you guys seriously are you guys are the best. Thank y'all. So let's go ahead and hop back over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the latest cone here. Let's see. Jane with a 5 saying thank you. No way. Oh my gosh. MCOS with a $50 super chat. What? Oh my gosh. MCOS, dude. Thank you so much. A $50 super chat. Holy cow. You guys are so sweet. You guys are so generous. I don't even know what to say. $50 is so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Also, Beb here with a 10. Dude, I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. That is... I don't know what to say anymore. Thank you guys so much. That is amazing. That is super sweet, guys. Thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. I'll go through all these donations at the end, and I'll give you all a big thank you. Seriously, guys, that is super sweet. Super sweet. Big, huge shout out goes to MCOS for a 50. Like, holy cow. That is super nice of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Anyways, but let's go ahead and hop back over to this, y'all. Thank you so much once again. I cannot say it enough. You guys rock. We love you guys. So once again, we hop over back here to the main cone here. Once again, we are currently seeing ourselves, like I said, we are currently seeing ourselves, Hurricane Hilary still is a Category 4 hurricane with sustained winds or constant winds of 130 miles an hour, with maximum gust up to 160 being possible. So like I said, obviously 160 mile an hour wind gust is definitely is a little crazy. Definitely is a little bit crazy here. And like I said, as we track our way here to the north, this thing is expected to get close to Baja California here, and it is expected to obviously, start to weaken as it approaches cooler waters as well as those upper elevations there. And once again, this thing is expected to... Proxy! $75 donation. What? Guys. Proxy said just a bit of help. That's more than just a bit of help, Proxy. Oh my gosh. Proxy, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Guys, big shout out goes to Proxy. Everybody, thank you guys. Y'all realize you do not have to donate at all. You know that, right? Like I said, please. Y'all don't have to do this. It's really appreciated, but Proxy, thank you so much. We love you, Prox. Big shout out goes to you. But like I was saying here, y'all, we do have ourselves, like I said, Tropical Storm Hilary here. It will turn into a tropical storm as it basically approaches northern Baja California into, obviously, southern California in general. So we'll have to keep an eye out there for it. We'll definitely have to, watch out for this here overall. Like I said, this thing is expected to be a tropical storm as it works its way here. Like I said, as it works its way here to, like I said, San Diego, it's expected to be a tropical storm with maybe winds around, 60 to 65 mile per hour in terms of constant winds. Maximum wind gusts here possibly up to like 75. So it's possible we could get some of those wind gusts up to hurricane force. But once again, the main thing is, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people think it's going to be a big hurricane. I cannot say how many times I've heard people think that it's going to be a hurricane across Southern California. It's not. It's a hurricane right now, but it's going to weaken as it approaches California. That does not mean that California is not going to get seriously impacted. I mean, obviously, we're going to have ourselves a lot of concerns regarding flooding. Flooding is the big thing. Once again, flooding is what I am mostly concerned about here. That's what I'm mostly a little bit skeptical about overall. So that is, something that we are going to need to, really look out there for. And like I said, whenever it comes to it, like I said, obviously San Diego is going to be right close to that center point here. San Diego is expected to, potentially, or actually is expected to see tropical storm force conditions, as you guys now have tropical storm warnings. That's another thing I want to go ahead and show you guys. I'm going to turn off the cone for 1 second here. But whenever it comes to it, guys, whenever it comes to it, we do have ourselves, the overall warnings. They were watches earlier. They are now upgraded to warnings here. We got a lot of tropical storm warnings all across Southern California. Like I said, it almost goes into Nevada. It almost gets near Las Vegas, but not quite. Not in Las Vegas. There's no tropical storm warnings, anything for that. So you're good to go. But whenever it comes, like I said, Los Angeles and obviously, San Diego, you guys are inside of this region. Like I said, tropical storm warnings. The list goes on for days. I don't understand why there's so many of these, but yeah, so obviously we have tropical storm warnings down there. So Los Angeles, San Diego, the Hurricane Center is saying that, yes, we are expecting, tropical storm force conditions to occur. Once again, with tropical storms, we have problems like, some surges and stuff like that. I think, okay, so mostly what I've been looking at the models, it seems like the heaviest wave impacts, stuff like that, is going to be across like northern, California Bay, or Gulf California, I should say. Oh gosh, I had a sneeze that was coming, but it decided to exit on me last second. Anyways, but for northern Gulf of California here, I think that's probably where we're going to have like the heaviest waves. Same thing, obviously, for the western side of Baja California itself. That's where we're going to have some of the strongest waves and wind action, essentially. So got to keep an eye out there for those regions. Got to be monitoring this here overall. Because, like I said, I mean, yeah, it's going to be pretty impactful. Then once it works its way inland here, obviously, the main concern for, south central Nevada into Southern California, it's going to turn more of a wind threat, kind of more into a, like I said, more into a wind, or sorry, more of a rain threat, I should say, sorry. I just got a notification on my phone for something. I had to look at it real quickly. So it's going to be turning more from a wind threat into a rain threat, essentially. So got to keep an eye out there for that. And once again, guys, if I go and bring you guys back over here to this view, or to this view in general, like I said, we got a lot of rain expected. Once again, the heaviest impacts is kind of right in this region here. We are expecting, like I said, south central Nevada, obviously Southern California. This is the region here where we are seeing, a lot of the heaviest rainfall. Across the yellow, we're talking anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of rainfall being possible. Across the orange here, we're talking about 6 to 10 inches of rainfall being possible. So we'll have to just keep an eye out there for that overall. So once again, keep an eye on it. Once again, a lot of rainfall is definitely expected. A lot of rainfall is definitely expected out of this here. So we'll just have to, definitely look out for this. If you need sandbags, protect your home, check your county or city fire department. Let's see here. Call first for availability. Good. Yeah, that's actually really good really good advice there for sure. Yeah, so you probably need some sandbags for people who's really prone for flooding. Put the sandbags in front of your door to help the flood waters recede. It'll help a little bit, but once again, for those extreme low-lying areas that's obviously prone to like heavy flooding, I would honestly just recommend you seek higher ground, go to a place that's not prone to flooding. Because, like I said, if you're like in a valley or a little area that's kind of a divot, that's the areas that's going to really feel this. That's the areas that's going to really get tons and tons of rainfall for. So we'll just have to keep an eye out there for this. Let's see, Neon with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Neon, saying I moved to Los Angeles from the Midwest where we had tornadoes to now having. Have first tropical storm in California since 1939 is crazy. Well, thank you for the 5, greatly appreciated. And it looks like you cannot escape the weather, can you? Looks like it's kind of following you, it looks like. But Neon, thank you so much for the 5. Super sweet of you. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Very, very sweet. But like I said, y'all, we do have tropical storm warnings in effect now for Southern California. That's kind of one of the newer updates I wanted to talk to you guys about here. Let's see here. Is there going to be any tide surge, like storm surge? Yes. It'll be mostly a concern, like I said, for portions of the western side of Baja California, and mostly for like the eastern or the western side of Mexico too. Kind of right up there for the northern part of the Gulf of California, right in here, right in there, and right in here is going to be like the heaviest impact. Right in these regions, it's going to get like the most of the water concerns, like the surges and obviously the overall wave heights. What's really crazy here, y'all, is I was actually monitoring the models here. And I'm not making this up. I can literally show you. According to like the European model, it was showing these waves, maximum wave height get possibly over 60 foot, nearly 70 in some areas could be possible. Now this is just one model. Like I said, obviously take this with a grain of salt, guys. Here we go. I'm going to go and show you guys this real quickly. You can actually see, so we track our way down in time. So look at that. So that area right there, you can see maximum 65.4 feet. You can see in previous scans, maximum 81 here. Now, once again, this is one model. Can't trust this to be precise, but it's just crazy just how big these waves theoretically could get. I mean, it's just crazy stuff for sure. Let's see here. No kidding and no problem. Keep on doing your thing, helping keep people informed. Absolutely. I will. Like I said, that's the thing. I just want to make sure everybody's being prepared, everybody's safe out there. It's all we care about. Obviously, like I said, I just want to make sure everybody is preparing, make sure everybody is ready for the event here, because like I said, it's going to hit hard. It is going to hit hard, and I just want to make sure y'all are prepared and y'all are ready for it, for sure. Let's see here. Have a plan in place, is KJ? Absolutely. Yep, that's the first thing you guys got to do. And once again, like I said a million times on this live stream, your homework is, I know a lot of people hate homework, but for your safety, like I said, obviously for me to feel better about myself and for your safety, go out, get you some water, get yourself some food, first aid kit, flashlight, all the essential emergency items. And like I said, stock up on those. And obviously, if you're in a low area that is prone to flooding, is what I was going to say, seek higher ground. Obviously, seek higher ground at that point, because like I said, it's going to be getting pretty crazy out there. Pretty crazy out there regarding, like I said, regarding that. Let's see here. Scott says, how nice Andrew is streaming this late again. Hello, family. What's up, Scott? You're very, very welcome, y'all. Like I just want to make sure you guys are being safe out there. And like I said, thank you guys just for hanging out with us and joining us. Like I said, it's crazy. You guys absolutely rock. We appreciate you guys so much. Let's see here. Your things only matter if you're around to appreciate them. Yeah, like I said, I really, I'm genuinely a little concerned for you guys down there. And like I said, that's why I'm not sleeping right now, because I want to go over the overall new updates and stuff like that. Let's see, why assigned homework? School did not even start yet. Well, I just want you to be safe. That's all we're here for. just wanna make you make sure that you're safe out there. Absolutely. But yeah, so once again, y'all, that's that. Let's go ahead and bring y'all over here to back over here to the precipitation. So once again, this is the latest. We're going to update this here, see if there's anything new. Nope, still the same map here. This is the latest from the Weather Prediction Center here in terms of their rainfall outlook here overall. So that is what we are seeing here. Like I said, across the areas here in the dark green, so this is kind of the region here where the most flooding is expected. Like I said, obviously the dark green showing around 2 to 4 inches of rainfall being possible. The areas in yellow kind of having, once again, 4 to 6 inches. That's a lot of rain. Across the yellow, 4 to 6 inches possible. That's a lot of rain, y'all. It's seriously something to take into consideration here. And obviously the orange here, we're talking, 6 to 10 inches being possible. We're talking, a good amount of, a good amount there of rain. Localized areas more than widespread. It's more localized, maybe the 6 to 10, and absolutely worse, maybe slightly larger than that. But that's that. It should at absolute max range around 6 to 10 as of now. But like I said, this map, I guarantee you tomorrow's update or later today's update, I guarantee you this is going to be changing quite a bit. Oliver says, what time is the hurricane coming? Well, the tropical storm, it'll be a tropical storm as it hits California. I want you to know that. A lot of people don't, a lot of people don't say that in their forecast too much. I mean, like I said, I've seen people say it's going to be a hurricane upon landfall in California. No, it's not going to be a hurricane upon landfall here. It's going to be a tropical storm. Right now it's a hurricane, yes. But as it goes over California, it'll be a tropical storm, okay? Keep that in mind. So we are expecting the heaviest impacts to happen for late Sunday, and then moving into basically early Monday. So late Sunday into early Monday, those are the days we got to be looking closely for, okay? So late Sunday into early Monday, keep an eye out there for that. Once again, here's the latest, here's the latest cone, or here's the latest forecast here. It has it making landfall here as a tropical storm. Like I said, maximum winds here of 65 miles per hour, so sustained winds here of 65 miles an hour. Once again, with maximum wind gusts here up to 75 being possible. So that is that. That is what we need to look out for. Maximum wind gusts, once again, maximum up to 75 miles an hour being possible. And like I said, wind speeds here sustained, constant, around 65 possible. Let's see here. Anita, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Sorry, I had a hard time pronouncing your name there first. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, saying get yourself a coffee to stay awake. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys rock. Thank you guys seriously so much for for supporting us, guys. It really, really, really means a lot. Like, so you guys don't realize how thankful I am. Seriously, guys, we love y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Charge your phone and computers up. Yeah, do that before, obviously, because power outages will likely be a problem out there, unfortunately. Like I said, just considering how much rain's going to be expected. I mean, it's going to probably cause some of those to fall over. Some of those power poles to fall over. That's kind of what I'm a little concerned about here. We're going to go ahead and turn back on the cone, y'all. So this is the cone of uncertainty. Once again, this is the latest forecast here. This is the latest information coming in from the Hurricane Center. Still 130 mile per hour sustained winds right now, currently. Maximum winds right now is 130 with wind gusts, the peak winds up to 160. It's currently, estimated here. We did have the hurricane hunters fly into the storm here earlier, and it did get up to 130, so that's why it's at 130 right now. It was estimated to be 145, but it was 15 short of what the observations from the Hurricane Hunter Aircraft Reserve saw. And like I said, this thing's going to slowly creep its way slightly closer. It's going to kind of sidewind itself close to portions here of, Baja California, right? So it's going to be getting close. It's supposed to be a Category 1 here, kind of a strong Category 1, almost Category 2 there towards Baja Tortugas. Right there for that island here towards El Morro and La Colorada, or Colorado. Yeah, Colorado. I don't know the exact name of this island here, but this island's likely going to be in some trouble with this system here. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye out there for that. Let's see, Tori gifting 1 membership. Thank you so much, Tori. Greatly appreciated. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much, Tori. That's very, very nice. Big shout out goes to you. Thank you so much. But like I said, obviously tracking its way up here to the northwest here. And then it's going to be downgraded from a Category 1 into a tropical storm. A pretty strong, still a pretty strong system here. Into a tropical storm here. We're talking, like I said, sustained winds here as it makes landfall or approach here to Southern California. Sustained winds of around 65 miles per hour. Maximum wind gusts here up to, like I said, 75. Maximum gust too. It could peak up to 75 essentially. And this will be right around 8 p.m. here for Sunday. Once again, it's going to be an event that's going to be kicking in from Sunday into early Monday. Okay, late Sunday into early Monday is what we're looking at out there. Let's see here. Proxy says the cone of uncertainty sounds like that should be said in booming echo voice. The cone of uncertainty. Yeah, it is. Like I said, this is basically, so the cone of uncertainty means that the center of the storm, the middle, the pivot point, right in the middle of the storm, the center of the storm, the eye, or just the middle part of the storm, could track as far right as this red line over here, right here. So the center of the storm could go anywhere inside this red area. So that's kind of what the forecast is saying here. Disneyland needs to be ready. Probably going to be getting impacted pretty good. Yeah. Let's see here. But yeah. Let's see here. Hey, I live in Los Angeles, California. I'm 14. What should I do? I'm 14. So Los Angeles, yeah, so you are in the path of this thing. Like I said, according to the latest impact, or according to the latest forecast here from the Hurricane Center, once again, you're going to be feeling this here late Sunday into early Monday. That's the timing here. Expect those winds to be pretty gusty. I'd say up to 60-mile-an-hour winds could be possible. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts could be possible across Los Angeles. So keep an eye out there for it. You got to look out for rain. The totals for rain is still kind of unknown, or kind of uncertain right now. But right now we're estimating about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is possible out there. So what you can do to prepare for this is make sure that you have enough water and food to survive a couple days. Obviously, make sure you have enough water and food. Make sure you have a first aid kit if possible. And if you're in a low-lying area, like I said, if you're in a low prone area that's an area that's prone to flooding, then I would recommend, obviously, trying to find somewhere else to go that might be a little bit more higher up overall. So that's that. So, like I said, guys, that is essentially what we are looking. So just be safe out there, my friend. Like I said, we'll be live here to cover this, guys. Once again, I'll be live during this event here. We're gonna be live here basically from late Sunday into early Monday. I'll be live for you guys. Let's see here. Let's see. See, Pocket says, don't think I'll be sleeping, exciting and scared at the same time. I hear you. No, knowing me, I would be doing the same thing. I went through Hurricane Nicole, which was last season in Florida. I went through Hurricane Nicole, which was nothing too crazy for me. It was a tropical storm by the time it reached me, around the same strength, but not as much rainfall. That's the problem here. Is like I said, the desert getting rainfall rates of rainfall, amounts, I should say, of over 6 inches in some areas. It's a little concerning there, a little bit. But definitely is a little bit interesting there. But yeah, so once again, y'all, here's the flooding concern here as well. Like I said, here's the latest update here from the from the Weather Prediction Center. Like I said, we still have a really good shot for flooding, or we do have a good shot for flooding, I should say. Once again, for the greatest threats we're talking about is basically for the southern side of Nevada into Southern California. And so, like I said, that is that. So the red area here has at least a 40% chance of flooding occurring, and the pink has at least a 70% chance, which is a pretty big probability. Let's see here. Clyde with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Clyde. Very sweet of you. Saying great to see you, Andrew. Great to see you here as well. Let's see here. Thanks for being on. You're very welcome. So you guys are the best. My very best to your girl too. Oh, that's very sweet, Clyde. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. With a $10 super chat. You guys have been very sweet tonight. Thank you so much. I'm gonna make sure to go through all these not zip codes. We're not doing zip codes tonight. I'm gonna make sure to go through all of these donations at the end of the live stream to give y'all a big shout out, because you guys, seriously, you all don't know how much this means to me. All the donations and stuff, it really means a lot to me. It really does, and it helps out a bunch. Like I said, I'm getting ready to move here, and it helps out with moving costs and getting new furniture and stuff. So all of you guys are really helping contribute to all that. So deeply from the bottom of my heart, guys, to every single one of you, just for watching this and just for hanging out, I gotta wish you guys a big thank you. Thank you so much, and please be safe out there, guys. Please be safe out there. And like I said, we'll be watching this for you guys. Like I said, I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging. I never will. No matter rain or shine, I'm always live here for you guys, just to make sure y'all are staying weather aware out there. Like I said, obviously we cover main hurricanes, obviously, like this guy. We cover the winter weather, severe thunderstorms, etc. So we cover just about it all. But yeah, once again, everybody, just thank you so much. You guys rock. I really appreciate it. Super nice for you guys. Super nice of y'all. But yeah, I think we're going to call it a live stream here in about, let's see, probably 15 minutes or so. We're going to call this a 2-hour live stream is what I'm thinking. KJ says, thank you for streaming. You're very welcome. Like I said, we're going to be doing another one of these live streams here for tomorrow, obviously. Maybe one or two. But yeah, let's see. Am I living in Southern California right now? No, I'm actually living in Kentucky right now. I grew up in Virginia. I live in Kentucky. I'm moving to Florida with my family. My family lives down in Kentucky, or lives down in Florida, sorry. I'm in Kentucky. But anyways, but yeah, guys, so once again, just please be safe out there. We're going to watch this. I'm actually going to hop y'all over here to the models once again. We're going to go ahead and switch y'all over to this view. Let me go ahead and move y'all real quickly to the models real quick. So this is the ECMWF model. So this is the European model. You probably have heard of this before in terms of snow forecasting and stuff. You can see as we work our way from Sunday into Monday, we have ourselves this really big jet here of moisture, a really big jet here of precipitation, really crazy. So obviously you can see here the heaviest rainfall is expected throughout southern Nevada, south central Nevada here, into obviously Southern California. According to this model, we possibly could see well over 4 inches, which that seems to be quite likely. It does seem to be quite likely there. And of course, whenever it comes to the GFS model here as well, the GFS kind of has it shifting a little bit more to the east, as you can see, a little bit more east into portions further, closer towards Las Vegas, actually. If GFS is correct, Las Vegas will get more rain. If the European model, which is this guy, is correct, less rain for them, but more towards, areas near Los Angeles and, San Diego and those areas out there. But yeah. Let's see here. Vegas here. Governor activated 100 National Guard troops. We have monsoon season mix of the storm. Everyone is monitoring. So let's see here. This strip is going to be a mess. Yeah. Let's see here. Courtney with a $20 super chat. That's my girlfriend, if y'all don't know. Courtney, thank you so much. Saying cheers to no more plane tickets. Woo. Yep, so if y'all don't, like I said, I'm moving down. My girlfriend lives down there in Florida, too. Courtney, you did not have to donate $20. Thank you so much, Court. I love you. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you. All of you guys, thank you so much. Y'all absolutely rock. Very, very, you guys are great. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I hardly ask this ever, guys, but if you could, please consider subscribing, because we're 12 subscribers away from reaching 15,600 subscribers, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. So if you guys could, please do me a favor. We greatly appreciate y'all. But yeah, so like I said, guys, once again, to try to straighten up some things, a lot of people think this is going to be a hurricane, like I said, upon landfall. It's not. It's not going to be a hurricane upon landfall. It's just going to be kind of a strong, kind of a mid-range to upper-level tropical storm. Once again, this thing is expected to, like I said, be right here for, this according to the latest cone here, this is expected to be here for basically 8 p.m., for Sunday, for basically late Sunday here. So we're talking wind speeds here up to 65 sustained, so constant winds up to 65, with maximum wind gusts. So maximum winds getting up to around 75 miles per hour. So that is essentially what we're looking at up there. So like I said, constant winds up to 65, with maximum gusts up to 75 being possible. So that's overall the verdict here. That is what we are seeing here overall. And like I said, this thing works its way up into portions of southern Nevada, Nevada. People say it differently. I say Nevada, but like I said, right here for basically the morning of Monday, around 8 a.m. here Eastern time, we are seeing ourselves, like I said, maximum winds here up to 35 sustained, with gusts up to 45 being possible. So that's overall what we are expecting. At this point, it'll be post-tropical. It won't be a tropical storm, even though it has some characteristics like tropical storms do in terms of wind speeds and all that. It's just going to decay. It's going to lose that lower level, low level grab on the storm essentially, and it's going to lose it. It's going to lose its organization, and it will weaken into, like I said, a post-tropical cyclone, which you could still definitely have some, still definitely could have some gusty winds out of it for sure. Let's see here. Linda says, hi, Andrew. Hey, hope you're doing good. I'm new to your program. Oh, well, thank you. Congratulations. Good job. Hope you can read me. We are in, see here, Cerritos, California. Hopefully I said that right. No, my pronunciation, I probably didn't. Well, Linda, thank you so much for joining us. It's greatly appreciated. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for tagging along. It really means a lot. So we love you. We love all of our viewers here. Everybody. We love everybody here as one big family. So thank you. Like I said, thank you for joining. It's very sweet of you. And please be safe out there, by the way. Please be safe. Please be careful. And like I said, I'll continue giving you all updates. Tomorrow I'm going to be live for this as well. Obviously to give you guys updates on the, on the view, on the tropics, obviously, and all of that stuff. Absolutely. But yeah, like I said, we're going to head off here, guys, in about 12 minutes. So I'm going to call it a stream here in about 12 minutes, y'all. because it's getting a little bit late. I gotta go to bed. But I just wanted to come on here for 2 hours and just kind of do a little update live stream, kind of hop back and forth between everything, to make sure I can get as much people aware of the situation as possible. Obviously, that's what we care about here. That's what I care about the most here. But yeah, let's see here. Tori with a $10 super chat. Tori, thank you so much. Saying this is from my twins that I will be having in March. You're having twins, Tori? I remember you saying you're having a baby, but twins? Wow, Tori, congratulations. That's awesome. That's super, first of all, super sweet. Thank you, the twins. Seriously, thank you so much, Tori. That's very, very sweet of you. And like I said, very, very sweet, Tori, and congratulations. That is awesome. That is really cool. Robert says, thank you again, Andrew. You're very welcome. I have an entire family. Let's see, Oceanside, California. Let's see, a few other places there. Callie also praying for all of this in the path of the storm. Oh, yeah, pray. Like I said, we're going to make sure to keep our prayers out for everybody because, like I said, this is going to be a pretty impactful storm, it looks like. But yeah, Barbara, you're very, very welcome, and thank you. Let's see. Clyde says, Courtney, you're awesome. I remember when I donated last week, Andrew brought you up. That's why I gave you a shout out. New York City loves NWW16. Well, thank you so much, Clyde, once again for the donations and just for being here. You rock. Like I said, we love you guys. We love y'all. But like I said, we're gonna be heading off here, y'all here in a few minutes, and just go to bed. It's getting a little late. I'm sure a lot of people are going to bed here too. See, I'm in the East Coast, y'all, so it's 2 a.m. for me. So I'm a little bit. I'm not local to the West Coast right now, which obviously if I was, what time is it for you guys? I'm like 10 o'clock now, almost 10 o'clock p.m. Yeah, for me it's almost 2 a.m. So a little bit of a time difference here, but I'm just glad to be able to be up here to give you all the warnings and the heads up and everything like that. But like I said, guys, once again, this thing is expected to approach. This thing is expected to approach Southern California as a tropical storm. And not as a hurricane, okay? Not as a hurricane, but as a tropical storm. So we'll have to watch out there for that. Once again, maximum sustained winds here of 65 as it approaches kind of areas towards like San Diego, with gusts up to 75 being possible overall. Let's see here. But yeah, new day one outlook, okay. But yeah, so that's that. And oh my gosh, I just realized, guys, we raised over $400 today on this channel. Are you serious, guys? That is, I am, my mind is blown, y'all. Like I said, you guys seriously really helped me out today, and that really means a lot to me. It really does. Like I said, it's going to help me. It's like I said, I'm moving with my family, so it's going to help me a lot with the moving and stuff like that. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Y'all absolutely rock. We love you all so much. But anyways, let's see, it's almost 2 a.m. Well, it is. It is, for sure. SoCal says, everyone in Southern California, please pray and stay safe. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll be praying for y'all. Like I said, make sure that you guys are, being prepared. So that's awesome. It really is. Thank you guys so much. Y'all absolutely rock. Big shout out goes to everybody. But yeah, so once again, everybody, like I said, they did issue tropical storm warnings here for Southern California. Like I said, for Los Angeles and like I said, San Diego. Obviously, you guys are inside of the tropical storm warnings, meaning that tropical storm conditions is expected here. So, got to keep an eye out there for that. Tropical storm warnings here. It says expires in 338 minutes, but that's not true. They're going to be in effect for at least 2 days. So watch out for that. Once again, Los Angeles, San Diego area, y'all are expecting tropical storm conditions here. Once again, as it approaches Southern California, it should be right around sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, with wind gusts getting up to, essentially 75 mile per hour. So once again, the winds could peak up to 75 overall. So that's that. Like I said, this is the forecast time for right around 8 o'clock p.m. here. Right around 8 o'clock p.m. Overall. So like I said, this will be for late Sunday, moving its way inland for early Monday. And like I said, it's going to quickly destabilize. The storm is going to quickly weaken as it starts interacting with land. They do not hold very well when they interact with land, but yeah. Tori says, you deserve it, Andrew. My friend, thank you for everything you do. Keep us updated on the weather. You're very welcome, Tori. You're very, very welcome. And thank you so much for everything. Let's see, Barbara says, awesome, Andrew. You are worth it, and more, and so loved too. Oh, thank you, guys. See, I got your back. Love you back, brother. You too, Clyde. Thank you so much. Guys, we love you all. Every single one of you guys here. We love every single one of you guys here. Just thank you all for hanging out with us. Like I said, we're going to head off here in about 7 minutes, guys. So, going to start winding down the live stream here. Once again, everybody, just thank you for being a part of this. You guys are awesome. The Euro Zero Zulu is starting. Oh, yeah, they're right. Yeah, new European models coming out here. Let's go and see if I can pull this up. For me, it's not started yet, but we'll wait a minute. Let's see here. Clyde says, Andrew, can I talk about the waves again? Can you pinpoint them? Yeah, I can talk about that for you. So actually, I still have it up here. Maximum wave height here. So this is according to the European model, the ECMWF. So you can see it right there. Maximum wave height could get up to maybe even as high as 80 feet. I don't know how much I trust this from the European model, but it looks like those waves are going to be getting very tall, at least up to 60 feet across central Baja California Peninsula towards the central side, which is really crazy. And even it's going to be really heavy waves here, even for like the northern Gulf of California, which the northern Gulf of California is right there, possibly as high as like 40-foot waves. As strong winds is going to start pushing inland. Big storm surge problems. Big storm surge problems for central Baja California and for northern, like I said, the northern Bay or the northern Gulf of California there too. So the northern Gulf of California and basically the central Baja California peninsula out there. So that's where the big stuff's going to happen regarding the waves here. You can actually see here that the California should get some waves. Obviously, yeah, you'll probably experience a little bit, but for the most part, the waves will be pulling away from the coast, so it should not be too serious. Should not be too crazy across the the southern side here of California. It should not be as as ridiculous. But yeah, but that is that. Let's see here. But yeah, so overall, guys, that is essentially what we are looking at. Clyde says, holy crap. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It really is. Let's see here. Linda says, we're 10 miles from Long Beach. How affected are we going to be? Let's see. I guess I can look that up for you real quickly. Like I said, we're not doing too many of those, because if I do one for one, I got to do one for everybody. I think, let's see, I actually have to switch back to radar here for a minute. You said Long Beach, California. Yeah, so you guys are actually in the cone of uncertainty. You're out towards Los Angeles, so yeah, you're going to be getting impacted. The wave should mostly be pulling away from the coast here. Like I said, the center is expected to roll to your east, so these should be able to roll away from you. More of rip current concern rather than storm surge, but still, I'm sure that once the storm leaves, those wind directions are going to change once the storm's above you. It could cause maybe some minor surging, considering that the storm's going to rapidly weaken. Those winds are going to start weakening a bit. Probably nothing as crazy as like the upper the upper Gulf of California. Not as crazy as that, but still, got to keep an eye on it. Let's see, be safe, everyone. Thanks again for supporting Andrew's channel. You guys are the best. Absolutely, thank you guys so much. Y'all rock. We love you guys. Let's see here. But yeah. Let's see here. UK. Oh yeah, Rich. Yeah, it's crazy. We've had some people all the way out there before. All right. All right, y'all. Well, I think we're probably gonna head off here in a few minutes, y'all. Once again, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys rock. If you've not already, please do me a favor. Consider subscribing, guys. It'd be greatly appreciated. I just want to make sure everybody is weather aware out there. Make sure everybody's safe out there. Once again, we'll do another update on this tomorrow. I'll make sure to keep y'all up to date with all this and everything like that. I'm gonna do more of these updates. We'll do one for tomorrow, probably two for tomorrow. One for the afternoon and one for evening as we get new updates. And I'll make sure to, like I said, I'll also make sure to cover this for you guys. Sunday night into early Monday, I'm gonna be live for you guys and covering this overall. But yeah, so that's that. All right, so I got to start this really big thank you to our donators for today, because you guys are super sweet out there. Huge thanks to our donators. Let me go ahead and go over here to our donations for today. Once again, y'all, thank you so much for all the donators. Y'all rock. So first of all, we got Proxy. Proxy, huge thank you. Proxy did so much support tonight. Proxy, we love you. Thank you so much for the 10 memberships, for the Venmo donation, and for the super chat. You rock. Thank you so much, Proxy. Greatly appreciate it. We had Hunter Plays. Thank you so much. Jay Lore with the membership. Barbara Burke with the super chat as well. Thank you so much. Ryan Thank you, Barbara, with a membership. See, Skylark, thank you so much for the super chat. Crystal, thank you for the super chat. Guy McGee, thank you for the super chat. Tori, thank you so much. See, Jane, thank you. Danish, Danish, thank you so much. Jesse says, or Jesse, the super chat too. Thank you so much, Jesse. G Notes, thank you. Jane again, I think. Yep, Jane again with another super chat. Thank you so much. Barbara, thank you so much again for helping out. Barbara again with the support. We had MCOS with a whopping 50. Big shout out goes to MCOS. Obviously, big shout out goes to Proxy as well for so much support. We had Neon, and we had, let's see here, On to Anna. We had Clyde, thank you so much. We had Courtney, and another one from Tori. Thank you guys so much. That is all of the donators for today. Like, that's a lot of people who contributed to help out the channel. Massive shout out goes to everybody for first of all, the amount of support. You guys rock. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Have your coffee ready to go tomorrow. Absolutely, I will, for sure. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much. Once again, y'all, please, please be safe out there, and just remain weather aware. That's all we care about. Just making sure y'all are, up to date, being prepared out there. But all right. Oh my gosh, sneeze was coming, but it didn't come out. Sneeze did not work. All right, anyways, all right, you guys, thank you so much. Y'all rock. We love you guys, every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Please be safe. Once again, turn on post notifications, hit a subscribe button if you have not already, leave a like. Like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. We'll do 2 live streams, I'm thinking, tomorrow. One for the early afternoon, one for the late evening. In terms of tropical updates, we'll have a lot more information to come tomorrow. But okay, well, you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Like I said, once again, big shout out goes to all of our supports. I'm going to zip through it once again because I am so thankful for everybody. So, Proxy, thank you so much. Hunter Plays, Jazor, Barbara, Ryan, Barbara again. See, Skylark, we have Crystal, Guy McKee, Tori, Jane, Danish, Jesse, G Notes, Jane, again, Barbara, again. Thank you so much, guys. Let's see here. We had Brand X. Thank you so much, Jane, again. Let's see here. Had ourselves MCOS. We have, let's see, Bebe Dora, Proxy, Neon, Auntie Anna, Clyde, Courtney, and Tori. Thank you guys so much. Y'all absolutely rock. We love y'all. All right, guys, please be safe out there. Stream's now going to head off here in 2 minutes. Go ahead and say goodbye to your friends and family, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Once again, we'll catch you guys tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening for more updates here on the Tropics. But once again, y'all, please be safe out there, and we shall keep y'all, like I said, we shall keep you guys informed. And all right, y'all, take care. Be safe out there. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.